I'm Cam. I'm 26 years old, and I work cybersecurity for one of the largest corporations in the country. The city's locked down. It's dangerous outside, and I can only leave the house for one of the 4 reasons outlined by the government. Strict curfew starts at 8 p.m. every night. My apartment, in reality, it's small. Sleep, work, exercise, play, all happens in this room. Inner city living has its drawbacks. It feels like I'm living in a time loop. Each day, I can leave the house for 1 hour, staying within the defined radius from my home. I feel like an astronaut stepping out onto the surface of Mars. I can only leave the base for as long as I have oxygen. Every day, set up and clock on, constantly protecting company servers from the new threats and new hackers attacking the infrastructure. I've never met my team. They're just voices and emails. The days are starting to blur together. Pack up, change computers, relax, then set up for sleep. Increasingly, I've found that I'm staring through a screen door at a world that I cannot interact with. So I'm making a change. Embracing virtual reality, I'm attempting to restore parts of my life using this new technology. I used to ride my bike, go swimming, go to the gym, and walk to and from the office every single day. None of that's been possible. Using an application called VRWorkout, I undertook my first high-intensity, full-body workout. The rising popularity of the Swift workout program for cyclists has shown that people are consistently motivated by competition and connection. Integrating this sort of platform with virtual reality could take this interaction to a whole new level. Personal trainers training just you at a distance, cycling, running, even powerlifting could be completely transformed by this technology. Integrating a handicap system to allow novice athletes to compete with professionals in real time, both athletes pushing themselves to the absolute limit to get a victory. Allowing for unprecedented interaction and motivation for people at any fitness level. You could ride along in a peloton in the final stage of the Tour de France, or race against world-class athletes in the 10,000 metre Olympic final. Health is more than just keeping in shape. The last few months have affected me mentally. The feeling of Groundhog Day continually growing stronger. A distinct sense of claustrophobia has been growing. The sense that the walls are continually moving in, converging on my space. Space. I need space. My first thought was to escape the feeling of confinement. Loading into Google Earth was breathtaking. Navigating a 3D representation of Earth at human scale, I spent hours visiting sites I'd seen, visited, and lived. I drank my coffee on the rooftops of Monaco, overlooking the yachts in the bay, to Milan, the Duomo. Standing in that square again, in awe of the scale and spectacle. Then Rome. Standing alone inside the Colosseum. I stopped by my childhood home. I haven't been to this town in nearly 15 years, and yet it felt as if I could run to the school bus and see all my friends. This whole experience was becoming unexpectedly emotional. This unexpectedly took me back to my childhood, playing Pokemon on Game Boy, constructing a secret base inside of a tree. I wish I could visit such a space, bigger on the inside than it was on the outside. A secret place, my place, that only I could see. Humans at any given moment only take up the space, the width of an arm span. Any concept of space beyond here is visual. For me and millions like me with limited space, this could truly revolutionize the way we live and work. I used to have an active social life. Me and my friends would meet and hang out every weekend. We have video calls, but as time goes on, these are becoming less frequent because none of us have done anything and none of us have much to say. I feel like I'm drifting slowly away from the mothership. It's still in sight, but I can't reach it. I convinced my brother to get a VR headset. We played some table tennis and talked. This is like being in the same room. No one can be distracted in virtual reality. No one checks their phone in virtual reality. Next, we were dropped into a war zone. Our mission, to reach the chopper for evac. The adrenaline I felt being pinned down under fire, or the teamwork needed to plot and plan our escape, was a real burst of energy. This brings back so much of hanging out together, and goes beyond. Being able to instantly switch the activity or scene at the drop of a hat makes the interaction so much more engaging. We can seamlessly switch between air hockey, laser tag, cards, and a million other possibilities. A zero friction experience. This is truly a way in which we can glimpse the future and how virtual reality will impact how humans interact in a way that we haven't fully grasped. As face tracking and visual enhancements are developed, it can become not only like interacting with someone face to face, but go beyond. With tools, environments, and sense enhancements that we can only dream of today. One thing I miss that took me a long time to realise is the sense of excitement that comes from the unknown, from adventure. If I was going on a night out, we'd never plan on where we'd end up, only where we start, running into people I know and meeting new faces. For this, I turned to the massive multiplayer online game, VRChat. I'm missing the nightlife. I'm missing going out and meeting new people. What I'm not missing is the anxiety that comes with that. What if they came here to talk to their friends? What if they think you're a creep? What if they're not wanting to interact and tell you to get lost? But in this reality, cheat codes are enabled. Everyone in this bar came here to talk to people, to connect and hear their stories. And everyone in this room shares at least one common interest. Here I met with Elaine, better known as SpookyGhostBoo, a world builder and creator of the massively popular world, The Black Cat.
Pictures, people in my Discord just I'll like ping everyone when I'm gonna do an update, and everybody will send me their photos, and I'll put stuff on the walls. So there's this area, then there's that area, and then there's some more right here, and then there's some more in the hallway. And we would always go to the drawing worlds. It was the VRChat world with pens that everyone used to go to, which is not very popular anymore. Every time I went in there, I didn't know what to like draw, so I would just like instinctively write banana pancake, and it was like a little meme. And so when I made this, I just put it in here. It's not a very good story, but that's the story behind it. I don't know individual visits. I can only like guess, but recurring visits, it passed 7 million not that long ago.
Wow,
Just
that's
this world.
incredible.
I see social VR kind of replacing modern home computers. Yeah, I think later on it's just going to make sense to like for a company to have its own space to have meetings with clients and people all over the world, and it just makes sense to me for kids to come home and put on their VR headsets to hang out with friends and do homework together or something. I think it'll be completely capable. So that's where I think it's going. A lot of people don't agree with me on that idea, but I think it's going to replace a lot of the stuff we do on our home computers. Yeah, I mean, I could see social VR eventually being bigger than social media right now. Ooh, let's go to Glub Glub Pub.
I watched your video on that.
Yeah?
Looks really cool.
But no, I really like this space. I really like how this turned out. Oh, it's so good.
Whoa, those reflections.
So I use a lot of the same like props that I used in the other world. Here, oh, let's go down here because this is my favorite.
Wow.
Sushi bar.
Is this a sushi
I love
restaurant?
sushi. Sushi's so good. At first, when I was making this, I was gonna do just like a normal bar. Then I have a huge eureka big brain moment. Sushi. So this is the tube that takes you to the ocean. And if you look out there, every once in a while a shark swims by. I'm usually in VRChat, just hanging out for like anywhere between 2 to 4 hours a day, usually from like 10, 11 to like usually around 2 in the morning. And then my day is like waking up at 9 or 10, modeling until I get into VRChat to hang out.
Cool. Seeing a shark.
Yeah.
The feeling of shared experience here is so strong, exploring a virtual world together. My memory of our interaction is not one of playing a video game, but of actual presence. It feels as if I explored this space, not navigated through pixels and an avatar. Did it work? Virtual technologies can go a long way to bridge the limitations and disconnection experienced by so many. But there's no denying it's not a perfect substitute in its current form. What I did find is that rather than replicating real-world experiences, virtual reality expands what is possible with its own strengths, independent of any non-digital experience. These are emerging and being refined at a rapid pace. This presented me with an existential issue. Who am I? In this world, we aren't defined by our height, our weight, our gender, our job. You can be whoever you want to be and go wherever you want to go. This is an emerging technology, and we stand at the vanguard, finding and testing the technological limits of today. Already, this is a valuable tool that can be used to augment and enhance our everyday lives. It can develop us, transport us, and connect us. The future is virtual.